Yakuza is a well-known term in Japan, and the world knows them as the most brilliant criminal group. But what makes Yakuza so brilliant? How did they manage to keep up this image for such a long time, and how do they thrive in Japan, where the police are considered the best in the world? In this video, let us tell you a thing or two about Yakuza, and why they are considered the most brilliant criminal group in the world. So, let's get started. Yes, it's true that a lot of things haven't changed for this organized crime syndicate, but the truth is that Yakuza has also developed and changed, just like everyone else in the world. In easier words, the group is more sophisticated now, and the smarter members are now very much involved in the economy as well. Or it'd be better to say that the smarter ones have turned into economic gangsters. Even though gambling and other criminal ways of earning money still go on among the Yakuza gangs, most of the money now comes from their high-finance legitimate businesses, such as real estate, stock market investments, and multinational corporations. They're more like business tycoons than criminals today, who deal between hundreds of billions of dollars. In short, Yakuza is not some ordinary underworld crime group. Instead, they are part of what we call the economic legislature of Japan and their other territories. From investing in startups to distressed trading companies, Yakuza is doing everything to make money. Some crime experts have even named it the criminal services industry. They do not stay away from politics. It's not like the organized crime syndicates outside Japan do not have any political power. However, Yakuza seems to win in this matter as well. They are actively involved in Japanese politics, and they do not hide it at all. While others may keep their identities a secret, Yakuzas are confident enough to let the world know about their involvement in Japanese politics. They even have their public offices. The Yakuzas are specifically known for their love and hate relationships with the Japanese public, whose example you wouldn't find anywhere else in the world. The thumb rule for this relationship is that whoever doesn't create chaos or disturb the other is left alone with whatever they want to do. It's actually normal for the Yakuza to do business with the common people. That's another reason why they have the ability to be open about their presence in Japanese politics. While Mexico and America are famous for having the biggest organized crime syndicates, Japan never failed to keep its place on the list either. Yakuza has been a major part of all the political, economic, and even the public affairs of Japan since the very start. During the 1960s, police reports claimed that the membership of this gang had risen to 184,000 members, which is maybe the highest number of members in any organized crime group to date. It's true that the memberships dropped drastically by the 21st century, and the Yakuza were left with only 80,000 members. However, that's still a pretty high number, and enough to keep Yakuza on the biggest organized crime syndicates list. These members of Yakuza are divided into subgroups handled by different bosses, while the main boss, or Komicho of Yakuza, for now, is Kenichi Shinoda. While everything we read and know about Yakuza indicates that the members are involved in crimes, it's more like a success for this organized crime syndicate that none of the members have to hide their identity of being a Yakuza from the police. From this, we don't mean that the crimes of the Yakuza do not go unmonitored and no one's charged for them. What we mean here is that the Yakuza and its membership itself is legal. And if someone wants to become a part of the group, no Japanese law can stop them from doing so. Being legalized by the Japanese government allows Yakuza to regulate easily. The groups are registered with police, just like any other prominent personalities are. The Yakuza offices are extremely easy to find, and even the Japanese police know what crimes these gangs do in order to earn money. Not just that, they're even accepted by the public, and many consider them quasi-legitimate or lawful organizations. Being legal and accepted by society, Yakuza only got better chances to grow and expand their power to almost every single industry of Japan. Not all organized syndicates are formed over a traditional hierarchical structure, but Yakuza is. When this group was formed, the members adopted the Japanese hierarchical structure called Oyaban-kuban. The structure follows the rule of the younger one respecting the elder, just like it is in a traditional Japanese family. The younger ones are called koban, who owe their allegiance to the Oyaban, the elder ones or bosses. Later, the Yakuza adopted the Jingi code, according to which respect and loyalty are the way of life for all the members. When a group works on the rule, Jingi, or in easier words, the rule of loyalty, there are much lesser chances of it being harmed. If you read the romanticized tales of Yakuza, you'll know how much brotherhood and familial feelings matter among them. There are hundreds of examples where Yakuza took in abandoned or exiled children and took care of them until they became young men. The Yakuza group has a senpai-kohai module, meaning they work as seniors and juniors. However, they refer to each other as family members, such as father or younger brothers. While many women are not so prominent among Yakuza gangs, the few who are present are usually the wives of the bosses and are referred to as ane-san, meaning older sister. Everyone knows that everything that the Yakuzas do is for money, but we still tend to underestimate the amount of money they make. If we look at the figures, in 1981, when the Japanese godfather Katsuo Toaka died, the Yamaguchi-gumi was roughly making over $460 million per year. The amount of money they make is open, and it's another interesting fact about the Yakuzas. Almost no other gangs in the world talk about the money they make so openly, and this makes Yakuza the most researched organized crime syndicate in the world. You might not believe us, but most of the Yakuza-handled corporations and upper management issue an annual financial report. Just like any other gang in the world, Yakuzas also have their rules, and all the members are bound to follow them all. 1. No member can ever reveal a secret of the group. 2. There's no way that one member can harm or violate the wife or children of another Yakuza member. 3. No narcotics are allowed for anyone other than the Yamaguchi-gumi. 4. No member can withhold any money from the gang. 5. Juniors need to be obedient to their superiors. 6. Yakuza members cannot appeal to the law or the police. But what happens when a member breaks any of the rules? They have their punishments sorted out. When a member engages in any kind of offense to the Yakuza rules, the famous finger cutting comes in. Since the feudal Japan days, the finger cutting practice has been there, and Yakuzas haven't given up even today. When a member breaks a rule, he has to cut his pinky finger from the first joint with a tanto knife. If the same member breaks another rule, the same punishment is given, and the pinky of the other hand has to be cut. The finger that is cut is then presented to the boss, who keeps it preserved in jars so that the other members know what would happen if they break the rules. For now, this is everything we know so far. If you have something to share about the Yakuza, tell us in the comments below. Till next time, goodbye.